Hey everyone, we're coming to you from upstate New York. I'm sitting atop my 2022 Honda 450RL, and you can see there's some cool stuff up here. So I'm definitely not doing my normal everyday ride today. So today there's something pretty special that we're doing, and it's called the Quarry Run dual sport event, hosted by the Bear Creek Sportsmen, which is a motorcycle, off-road motorcycling and riding club based out of Hancock, New York. And right now I'm heading over to the event. So I signed up for this. Actually, it's a pretty long story, which is cool because I have about 26 miles to tell it. It won't take that long, but so last year, this is our little cabin community that we visit during the summer, my family and I, and there's just pristine dual sporting roads and trails. As you can see, there's a trail right there. I mean, we just cut up into the woods and ride all day up here, which we do. I learned to ride up here as a kid, and my son Ren didn't learn to ride up here, but he's enjoyed riding up here for probably about 5 years now. He's 8 years old, and he's ridden something up here for quite a long time. And anyways, so up here last year during our summer vacation, we met a family that saw me at a party, friend of a friend, and they'd seen me riding the monkey bike, and they said, "Oh, are you gonna take that to the rally, the dual sport rally in Hancock?" And I was like, "Well, no, but what is it?" So they explained to me, "Oh, it's this big motorcycle rally. You'd really like it." So I looked into it that day, and it seemed like it was something that I'd really like. So I immediately knew that I was not on the right bike for it, the Honda Monkey or the Grom or the Trail 125. If I wanted to do anything serious, that was not going to be the right choice for that. So I, right after checking out the event, decided that it was something I wanted to do, or consider at least. And right after that, immediately went on the search for what my next bike would be to be able to do that. And that's what I'm sitting on top of right now. So this event that I'm going to partake in over the next 2 days is a dual sport riding event, but more or less an off-road event that uses some paved roads to transit between the trails. So it's a rally, basically like a car racing rally, but it's not a race. It's more of like to me, it's like a treasure hunt. As you can see, I got this route holder on my handlebars here, and that tells me what directions I need to go. I can thumb this little wheel. I've never done any of this before, but it all sounded very exciting to me, so that's what we're gonna go do. And I'm taking some back roads through some really pristine dual sporting country closer to our cabin to get there. It's pretty chilly. I'm not used to riding in the cold, nor am I really used to commuting to get where I need to go. So not only am I challenging myself with just over 100 miles of trail and dual sporting today through the event, but I'm also tacking on probably about 50 miles to transit there and back. So it's a good little warm-up. At least I'll get to the event warm, having ridden and I'll just kind of freeze it out right now. So alright, well, that sets the stage for what's to come in the video. So through this day, and it's actually a 2-day event, we're gonna see what's going on throughout this 100 miles of dual sport adventure. And I know there's going to be some pretty extreme stuff. There's chili pepper ratings for some of the trails, kind of like skiing, where you have diamond systems. So there's a 1 chili pepper. There's a deer. You have a 1 chili pepper rating, which is like a moderate beginner stuff. Then you have a 2 chili pepper, which is like, no wait, 1 chili pepper is beginner, 2 chili pepper is moderate, and 3 chili pepper is advanced. So, but there's opt-outs to every one of those. If you don't really want to go through it, you can bypass it. So that should be interesting. I can't believe I'm going to get stuck behind the truck. Alright, well, we'll check back in when the ride's not so boring. Alright, so we're on the pavement now, so I'm getting a pretty good taste of dual sporting before I even get to this dual sport event. But I've been doing this all week up here on this bike with the family and the kids and stuff, so I have a pretty good feel for it. It's something I do up here every year, but not on this bike. But this bike just makes it that much more easier. Over the last 3 years, I think, I've been using Groms and Monkeys and trails, and it's just not the easiest thing to use on the trails, but on these roads they're fun, so I'm kind of used to it from that. But alright, so we're gonna go transit over to this rally, and we checked in last night, and there's a ton of riders. It's not a competitive event, but it sure does look competitive based on the bikes that are there. They're all pretty much street legalized versions of race bikes, woods bikes, a lot of 2-strokes. I chose to go the easy route, where I bought a bike that it's got all the stuff I need, albeit a much heavier bike than what I probably need to do this stuff, but that's okay. I didn't really feel like converting a race bike into a street bike, or a legalized road bike. Alright, so we're gonna cruise. I'm gonna get over to that event, and we'll check back in there. Alright, so I just topped off my fuel tank. The rally is 100 days, wow, 100 miles, and I think there's a gas stop as close to the middle as there can be. So I'm gonna be okay on gas, but I just wanted to top off just because. And we're riding through the town of Hancock, New York right now. This is right on the Pennsylvania border, right what they call the southern tier of New York, and right on the Delaware River. So it's also pristine fly fishing country as well as dual sporting country. Alright, so we're gonna head over to the event, and it's a pretty cool site when you pull in. I was there yesterday for registration, and there's a ton of bikes. I don't know what the total number of riders are, but we have this sticker on the front of our number plate here. I'm number 2. That means I was the second person to actually register, which is kind of funny. I couldn't wait for this event, so the day it opened up, the registration, I went ahead and did that. Apparently it was the second one to do so. So maybe we'll meet number 1 today, and we'll see how excited he was. So yeah, anyways, the event's pretty cool. There's a ton of bikes. The town is all about this right now. You see there's a dual sport here out in front of the restaurant. Yesterday we came down for registration and had pizza and stuff, and there's just a ton of bikes. There's guys there filling up, so there's probably several hundred riders here today for this event, so it's going to be pretty awesome. I don't really know what to expect, which is part of the fun about it. There's the Delaware River. You see a guy fly fishing out there already. So that's part of the fun for me, is not knowing what to expect, but it's going to be fun. I know that because I'm on motorcycles and I'm going to be doing off-road stuff and riding. So alright, coming into the event here. see some guys heading out, doing something. I was really surprised about the number of two-strokes that I heard in the pits. There's a more adventure-like bike. Alright, so this event is housed in what's called Fireman's Field here. So it's a pretty decent-sized place, I guess, in this small town to organize an event. And everybody's here camping, and unfortunately for them, it rained pretty hard, I think twice yesterday, so this whole venue was probably just crushed by rain, so that's no fun. But alright, so yeah, we're here. We'll take a little spin around. Maybe we can grab some breakfast, actually. So, cool. Alright, yeah, we're going to sign off here, and we'll keep checking in on the event when cool things happen.